Galileo dropped in orange.
You're gonna
The speed of light, 5 kilometers per hour.
Moon Club podcast number
If you type it in,
222. YouTube
see
live
the
version
footage of
starts
the
right now. The main podcast will
Yep.
start in about 12, 13 minutes or so.
Oh, we're getting blown up.
You know, I got the 12 Max Pro Friday, so I've had it Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I've had it 4 days.
Yes, sir.
And I went and I picked up my old iPhone
Public.
today, and I was like, look at this little fucking little dinky ass thing.
No shit.
Piece of crap.
What?
Dude, that's a machine.
Yeah, it is. I could kill somebody with it.
It's the Max Pro.
I might kill somebody with it. I probably will kill somebody with it.
It's probably already had people killed with it.
Yeah.
You could probably launch something into space by now.
Yeah.
It's got-
There's more processing power in that launched the first moon mission.
You got that
No
right.
shit.
There's more processing power in that than my original sex bot.
Dude,
Not the one I got now, my original.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, no.
I've heard
She's
it.
a thinker.
I've heard it said that you've got more.
Yes, Sam.
You've got more memory in your photos than they did the entire fucking moon mission with.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
I do now.
How'd you know it took a minute?
It's like working with Stuttering Kevin again.
Yeah. Wings for wings. Oh no, that was Greg.
No, Kevin would be like, I'd be on the broiler and he'd be like, filet. And then, all right, so if something come up and he's like, you got that filet, well, he'd be like, filet. I'd be like, dude, you didn't call it filet. I'm like, I would have known if you called it filet because it takes you 3.5 minutes.
Right. And it takes 4.5 minutes for the fillet to cook. So
Exactly.
you got to call it 8 minutes early.
Right.
Exactly. Or at least I'll put it on midway through. I mean, once he starts, he's either saying fuck off or it's a
Either way,
filet.
you're throwing a fillet on the grill.
Yeah, either way. It's like,
Is this the
I'll
study,
eat it. Alright. Yeah, the stuttering chef.
the stuttering expediter or chef?
Well,
He's a
he
cool
was
guy.
the chef, but he would always expedite.
Yeah.
You know, I heard something about that You Ain't Heard Nothing Yet song. Is that they were in the studio and the song wasn't supposed to be like that, and he did a version of it making fun of his brother who stuttered,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And they're like, that's better.
Yeah.
Do it like that.
Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that, you heard that too?
Yeah, the story.
Ain't nothing yet. But, you know, his brother beat the shit out of him when he seen him.
Oh,
Every
kicked the
time,
shit out
punched
of
him in the face.
It's half
For
retarded.
no reasons. Did you ever watch, was it The Ballad of Dewey Cox?
Yeah.
That was a great movie, right?
You don't want none of this.
None of this.
He's trying to get him to smoke marijuana. No, sounds kind of expensive. It's the cheapest drug there is. Sounds addictive. It's non-habit forming. I don't know. I think I might want to try it. Remember the cocaine? It makes all your bad feelings feel good. I don't know. I think I might want to try some of this cocaine. And you never paid for
Were you
drugs.
trying to get, like, the antenna out the window or something?
He was actually trying to jump. We stopped him earlier. He said, I could tell by the direction of my erection that there's some metal I'm detecting. I said, okay.
Oh, you know what? I fucking blew it.
I heard that. And thank you.
You know?
That'd be that
So I had a
spot.
fucking great shot of them fucking laying down that fucking road today. Dude, they do it like 1 mile an hour. It fucking goes down so fast. Were you watching them?
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah, pretty impressive, huh?
got a fucking big ass window out there. I
Right.
could watch. I went outside and watched it for a little while, yeah.
1 mile.
It's like these trucks fucking back up and this machine latches onto them. It just fucking pulls them along when they're dropping the asphalt.
I
guy
like it in
comes
the
in.
club when the chicks be dropping that asphalt. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, MJ, which guy would you want to be?
You picking up what I'm putting down?
I don't know. I walked
I
over to
always
the
wanna
dollar
be the
store.
guy on top.
Yeah.
I saw the guys was out there like flipping the sign back and forth, and I'm
Yeah.
like, man, this was a long time coming because this block here was the worst block in
And you
Bloomington.
complained about it last month.
It's about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, I know. And now, I was like, okay, see you later. Return.
I think Austin would be the tamper
No.
if you were out.
Dude, I'd be the guy with the big roller. You notice how a seat flips around? That'd be lots of fun.
Some say. You know, and some say love,
Yeah.
it is a river
Yeah.
that flows. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there.
I'm throwing some of that pumpkin puree, mix it with this, make some fucking pumpkin bread.
Fuck yeah, dude.
He's a fucking Betty Crocker over here.
Yeah.
He's a regular Betty Crocker
Plus,
over
I got
here.
a pumpkin pie crust, or a pie crust. It's gonna be a pumpkin pie.
Is it a graham cracker?
It is.
It is. It's a graham-based crust.
Graham Hancock?
Oh, I gotta take this stuff now. It's my pro.
Yeah, that's gotta suck.
See that man
Yeah.
over there? We arrested him for motoring. What's motoring?
Oh, I don't have Jason Silva yet. Everything all right, brother?
Yeah, everything's all good. Did you see?
Who was that?
What was that?
Who was that?
Mi madre. Mis huevos son tus ojos, mi pito tu nariz.
We.
You better get to boca.
Sí, amigo. Grande, muy grande.
Dude, how's your mom?
She's all right. She's doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's stressing you out?
What are we
No.
what are we going to
She
do
is,
with
bro.
Jason Silva? Any
You okay?
ideas?
She's stressing you out.
Why is she stressing?
I don't
think
know.
she's stressing you out. You're the one who seems stressed.
I'm
I think I'm okay.
picking up on your vibe, Joe.
Any ideas for the weekly Jason Silva?
There was type in instead of Jason's. Oh, you do Jason.
No, we can do something else.
What's the one where he says, I will not?
F virus.
F virus?
F virus. I sent it on our webpage.
I can't.
You're
keep
not
up
gonna be
with
able
it.
to
You guys
find
do
it.
too much stuff.
But-
I can't keep up with it.
It's.
Second one?
I think it's.
4 minutes out.
I think it's in there.
This one or the top one? It's usually the second one. The
Yeah, I
top
think
one's
it's
usually
the
an
same.
ad.
Yeah. Yeah. Never go at the top.
They say this thing, it kills your immune system, attacks your lungs, makes it hard to breathe, and it's spreading. It infects the rich, poor, young, old, the unknown, the famous. It's dangerous. Everyone's on edge, locked inside of their homes nervously. Friends, I'm not talking about coronavirus. Now this is a virus even more deadly. The F virus. You've seen it. It spreads every minute like an epidemic. It lives on surfaces, most commonly remote controls, TV screens, cellular phones. It makes you desperate. The F virus, ladies and gentlemen, is fear. But don't be afraid. Despite what you hear or see on your TV, there is good news during this tragedy. To fight loneliness, people are performing concerts on their balconies. The UAE sent aid to Iran. Japan donated supplies to China for free. Written on them was a poem that said,
And this kind of
we are
ties into what
waves
we were
from the
just
same
talking about a
sea.
little bit too.
Listen to me. Like every tragedy, we can let this.
Let's do it, man. We're fucking educating the masses here.
Yeah,
on that
yeah.
today.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good. I was like, damn, this dude is deep.
He's like Common, but better. Like I've never understood
Like-
people's fascination with Common.
More common. Or uncommon.
Comment's great.
You like Common?
Yeah.
Not a fan. Like first of all, you named yourself Common. I mean, that was your first mistake.
Yeah. Second mistake was walking down here thinking that anybody gave two shoots.
Common's like a poor man's Jason Silva. He's not even as good as Jason Silva. He has a nice sounding voice. That's about it. He doesn't have anything to say, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's kind of common.
Common. It's common knowledge.
Do you like Logic,
Expand on that.
Bobby?
I don't know who Bobby Logic is.
Oh, he's really good. He's a rapper. He did that 1-800 song.
Don't know that either. But to be fair, I have 2 full-time jobs. I don't have time to sit.
Dude, stop. This is back when I worked at fucking with that Tobin.
Oh, okay.
Hey, flip that switchback.
That was a long time ago.
No, this is when I
Actually had a job.
when I'm 66.
No. I feel the same way. Thank God for, I hope, with this virus, something happens to where, when you're in the food service and then they close down every place that you can get a job, makes it a little bit difficult.
I get it, brother.
I'm thinking about going and, back to gaping and stuff,
Well, yeah,
Little gaping, little yodeling.
little gay porn, maybe?
No. Well, I'm a pitcher. Definitely not catcher.
I wouldn't judge you if you had to catch, though. I'm just saying.
I'm not a catcher. Are we gonna play good music or
This is
play-
Bobby. This is Logic.
Yeah, that's what I said. Are we gonna play good music?
I compared this guy to Mac Miller. He's better than Mac Miller.
I'll punch you in the face for that.
I think, hello?
Come on in.
Do
Do you like G-Eazy?
I'm gonna grab my pen, I'm gonna smoke it, then we gonna wreck it.
Oh, we're at 59.
Oh, we almost connected.
Wake up.
You can run on for a long time, run on for a long time, run on for a long time.
Broadcast failed.
Oh!
Sooner or later, gotta put you down.
My face?
Sooner or later, gotta put you down. Sooner or later, gotta put you down. Don't tell that long-tongued liar. Don't tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. Well, my goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet with the midnight dew. I've been down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee who spoke to me in a voice so sweet. I thought I heard the shuffle of angels sweet.
Failed again.
My name and my heart stood still when he said, Jay, go to my well. Don't tell that long-tongued liar. Don't tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna put him down. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta put you down. You may throw your rock and hide your hand. Working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Don't tell that long-tongued liar. Don't tell that midnight rider. Tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Tell him that God's gonna cut you down. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Sooner or later, gotta cut you down. Yo, you can never touch this, it's just too much substance. I put through the chains that'll play with the cufflinks. You can make a scene, but to me, it's nothing. You never match what a breakthrough in fashion. I wish it's the fabric and bring it back surely. See you on the shore, you repping the wrong jersey. Now I'm hating, they on the wrong team. They could chase the screaming out cream. We'll deliver us. You know I ain't giving up. They just wanna live it up. I'll scratch off some 50 bucks. Praise to the city luck. I gotta keep it 100. Run it, clean how I done it. Get it. I operate like City Hall. Gotta put my city on. Didn't fit the first time, but I've been throwing into it. They all getting giddy gone. It's what to say I put me on. I'm too busy nodding, rather not respond to kidding calls. I can get you 50 on. Watch what you slipping on, girl. What you sipping on, dog. What you walking about? I'd rather be penniless, making plenty cents. You living in a glass house, high rent, solo. I do it on my own, no YOLO. I never get cut, Kodo, for sure though. Pardon me, my God, I'm calling on them all. Can't stall, I gotta tell them all. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, gotta put you down. 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 Don't tell that auto liar. Don't tell that midnight rider. Tell the leather, backbiter. Tell him the God's gonna cut you down. Tell him the God's gonna cut you down. Peace.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Loft Dreams Apartment, this is the Moon Club Podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. Hold on. Let's back that up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from MJ's Loft Dreams Apartment and worldwide on YouTube and Facebook Live, this is the Moon Club Podcast with AJ, MJ, and SJ. The Moon Club will talk about anything under the moon. No subject will ever be taboo. This episode of the Moon Club Podcast is brought to you by Realtor MJ. I'm a Brooklyn normal premier realtor with a dual home selling gym, relax guys, and I want to be a realtor. And I'll hustle everybody all day, every day, and then I'll double up on Sunday to prove it.
I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
What's the state of the moon, brother?
Currently, it is 6:04 p.m.
Wu-Tang!
Tuesday, November 17, 2020. The moon will come up at 9:35 a.m. and we'll go down at 6:53 p.m.
The moon is
It's currently waxing crescent. It's illuminated 12%. It's 374,213,000 kilometers away from us. It's 3 days old and it's going from Sagittarius to Capricorn.
Oh, snap.
Where the fuck that means?
Are we still live?
I hope so.
Oh, wait, we are.
Here we are.
Yeah.
That's what I'm telling. We got 6 people watching us. 6K, whatever that means.
Well, how illuminated is Steve?
Fully illuminated, thanks to Cresco and High Supply.
That
Flying high again.
is how you cut a promo.
Dude, you know what their slogan should be?
What's that?
Don't get.
Don't get.
Don't get. What's the name of this company?
Cresco.
No, it's called High Supply.
High Supply.
So the company's motto should be don't get.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You're not
The
reading.
name of the company is High Supply. And so their motto is don't get. All right.
Okay, so instead of the weekly Jason Silva, we're gonna do
Am I the only one that doesn't get?
don't get high on your whole supply, I guess. Don't get high on your own supply.
It's a double negative though. So it means
All right, here we go.
Are you scared?
it means do.
Get them lights.
They say this thing, it kills your immune system, attacks your lungs, makes it hard to breathe, and it's spreading. It infects the rich, poor, young, old, the unknown, the famous. It's dangerous. Everyone's on edge, locked inside of their homes nervously. Friends, I'm not talking about coronavirus. Now this is a virus even more deadly. The F virus. You've seen it. It spreads every minute like an epidemic. It lives on surfaces, most commonly remote controls, TV screens, cellular phones. It makes you desperate. The F virus, ladies and gentlemen, is fear. But don't be afraid. Despite what you hear or see on your TV, there is good news during this tragedy. To fight loneliness, people are performing concerts on their balconies. The UAE sent aid to Iran. Japan donated supplies to China for free. Written on them was a poem that said, "We are waves from the same sea." Listen to me, like every tragedy, we can let this destroy us, or we can use it to our benefit and repair relationships with our sisters and brothers, wipe away silly grudges, because when it's all said and done, all we ever really had in this world was each other. Because together is how we will rise above. The only vaccine for this F virus and every other virus is love.
Okay. So a lot was said there, I think.
Oh yeah, I got it.
What did you get out of that?
Well, I got through all this pandemic and all this paranoia that's going on and all this bickering back and forth, especially right now with election times, and you know, we're really put in hard times. I mean, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, we're stretched so thin. The hospitals, the doctors, the nurses, you know, all the emergency responders, thank you. You know, all of our military that's all over the world.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and just think of like all the other countries. You know, if it's hitting our country this hard, how hard is it hitting third world countries, or what we presume to be third world countries? And you know, the only thing, like I said earlier before we got on air, the only thing that's going to defeat racism and anything is that we all rise up together and see each other as equals. And we got to take the race out of it. So in other words, when there's a person been shot, a person's been shot. It don't matter what color they
Right.
Right.
are. It's a person.
Well, you know what? I think because a lot of the way governments are ran, and we have so much freedom, we're kind of polluting ourselves. There's smaller countries, I think like Vietnam or the Philippines, where it's like there's a lower infection rate because they're making people do what they want them to do, you know?
Well, we also
Can't
kind
do
of
that
live,
here.
we kind of also live in a Purell world where, you know, we're like constantly like Purell in our hands, and we're not like exposing our body and our immune system to stuff that keeps it boosted, right?
Right.
I think in Vietnam, and you know what, I'm not trying to single out Vietnam, but you said Vietnam, but other third world countries, they deal with a lot of adversity. Like they're down in the trenches, they're in the rice paddies, and they're, you know, they get dirty, and their immune systems
Right.
are boosted up because of that. And us as Americans who sit here in our ivory towers, you
Right.
know, our immune systems are for shit.
And, you know what
For
they're
the
doing
most
in South Korea? They're making these big old fucking vats, like these stone things of kimchi. It's like, it's an old tradition.
Are you really trying to tell me what happens in South Korea?
But no, it's like, this is
I
kimchi.
spent a year and a half in Korea
And
one
dude,
day.
90% of your immune system is in your gut. And the kimchi, I guess it's like a breeding ground for like the good shit that you put in your body, and it's so like healthy for you.
It definitely helps your
Good
gut
shit.
biome.
Yes,
Yeah.
and one thing you got to understand is how are you getting your information?
Yeah.
You know, you're getting your information on your cell phones, through social media, through news, but it's news that you choose. If you switch the channel, it's different. So, necessarily, you're not sure what China's doing or what Russia's doing, what their deaths are, how many people are being infected. You only know what they're told, just like we only know what we're told by our government or by our media or the people that's pulling the strings, so to speak.
Absolutely, 100%. And our media, there is no such thing as unbiased media anymore. If you turn on the news,
No shit.
it just depends on what your worldview would be.
Right.
Depends on what news you watch, whether it's Fox News or MSNBC. I take those as the
CNN.
extreme, right? Everything else is kind of in between. But
MSNBC.
I think if you take the top 20 news sources, and I'm talking media like television, print, whatever, but I'm
They're all
pretty
owned by
sure
billion-dollar corporations.
18 of the top 20 are left leaning and 2 are leaning right. Now, I'm not trying to make a political statement there, but for whatever reason, media and academia leans far left.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, I know you're proud to own your new Apple iPhone. And we're not plugging Apple iPhone, although, you know, they're giving them away free. But
I think you better read the fine print on that.
the
No shit.
media is listening to everything you say. For example, I was having a conversation with a cousin of mine the other day, and just in general conversation, we brought up Steve Irwin. You know, the crocodile hunter. Everybody loves the crocodile hunter.
Oh, you didn't have to follow it up with Steve Irwin. I already knew.
So we talked to about 5 minutes about it.
Yeah,
Next time on my feed, guess what was on there?
the crocodile hunter.
For
Yeah.
the first time ever
Yeah.
that he's been on my feed. But it was
You
because
think they're always listening?
always listening.
I've done tests of this, like while I'm driving, you know, in my car, and I'll just start talking about like alligator boots, right? And I'll just like, I'm by myself, but I'm talking about, I'll mention alligator boots like 7 or 8 times.
Yeah.
Get back to the shop, I'll pull up Facebook, on the side, alligator boots.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't think your phone's listening, if you don't think Alexa's listening, if you ask
Yeah.
Alexa if she's listening, she's like, well, yeah, but only to say my name. Like,
Yeah.
well, if you're not listening before I said your name, how did you hear your name?
Right?
And you can put your
So
hand
check this
over your
out.
phone, but
This-
it's still
this
not
is the worst.
masturbating.
This is the one that creeps me out. We were having a conversation about the Silver Jedi. And so I'm like, wasn't that a girl? And someone's like, I'm not sure. And so I go to my phone and I type in the, and it's like, it fills in the Silver Jedi. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I hit yes. It's like, isn't it, how,
It's
how the
crazy.
fuck?
It kind of makes me think that maybe we are right now in this space and time, and maybe coronavirus is part of this transition to where humans are transitioning into something else. Like the caterpillar doesn't know that it's becoming the butterfly,
Right?
So this is somehow maybe going to transition into between the human world into the machine world. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I think the better analogy would be ants. Because all they want us to be is drones. You know, drones to our phone. They just want us to be the workers.
You know what we are?
You know what I mean?
The mold that came to eat the sandwich.
Well, you know what? The ants are a selfless species. We are a
Selfish.
ish species, right?
Yeah.
Because the ants, they'll go out and they'll pick up the food. The worker ants don't eat it.
Yeah.
They bring it back to the colony.
Yes.
Can you imagine, like, humans doing that?
Dedication.
And they're like, oh, fuck that, I'm gonna eat this shit.
Right?
Yes, Sam, but what we're talking about is rising above that.
We got the Chris Watts.
Rising above the selflessness.
Hopefully.
And dude, we got the Chris
But
Watts.
I mean, that's what we're
Guy
we're
killed his
talking
entire
about.
family.
He was talking.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Go.
No, it's like it seems like there's a virus going on.
There is.
There
a virus.
definitely is a
poison.
virus going on.
That's what
Doesn't
we're
even
talking
seem
about.
like it.
No, I'm just talking about
The F virus? Fear? That's what we're talking about. Propaganda?
fear and love.
Well, love is what's going to take to get us through that. And like MJ said, the selflessness. You know, but like, we're selfish. Does it surprise you, honestly? Like, let's say that all these numbers are correct. Does it surprise you that America has the highest numbers? Where the fuck you can't tell me what to do, country.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fuck you can't tell me what to do. Hold my beer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean,
I
seriously.
was telling you about other countries like with 0%. It will shoot you. It will shoot you if you're outside.
Don't think if this virus gets out of hand that our government wouldn't do that to us.
Oh,
If they
it
had
could
to.
be martial law.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, when 9/11 happened, right? There were
That was
Two-
on September 11th, right?
Yeah.
it was 2 planes that flew into the World Trade Center,
Yeah.
and there were 3 more planes that were on missions to our government.
Pentagon?
And I'm not making a
And the
value
White House?
judgment either way. They scrambled and they said if any plane is off of its flight path, the military is authorized to shoot it down with American civilians on board. And
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Like
Yeah.
they've
I think
already
George
taken
Bush
out the
gave that
Twin
order.
Towers. He had to.
He had to,
Well,
yeah.
the needs of the few outweigh the needs of many.
Absolutely.
Hey.
But, I mean, you know, everybody wants to say, you know, the president did this, president did that.
Let's
Like,
roll.
Can you imagine having to make that decision? fuck that. I don't want to
Yeah.
do that. I
Well,
don't
that's
wanna do
why I think when they told him, and you see the look on his face because he was reading books to
that.
Right.
To kindergarten.
he was
right.
just like,
Yeah, he took a lot of shit for like, you know, people were like, oh, he wasn't prepared. I don't know. Anyway, let's get off of politics.
yeah, let's do. Let's progress forward. I think we spent enough time on the virus and the lockdown and what we expect.
I agree. So this guy named Dave Damashek, and I'm kind of a fan of his.
Oh yeah.
The Shecky Awards. He does this thing where he, for some reason, he gets invited to, he gets press credentials to the Super Bowl. I don't know how he does it. But
Is he a
We need to
comedian?
figure it out.
He is a comedian, but he is kind of famous for asking like really stupid questions at the Super Bowl. Like, is the Super Bowl a must-win game? And this is a mashup of him just asking these high-profile
Stupid.
athletes, is the Super Bowl a must-win game? And like, some of the reactions are priceless. I think Tom Brady's is the best, but we'll go ahead and just play
He's
it.
been there
and
9
let you
times.
decide. Yeah, 1/6.
Coach, is this a must-win game?
I think so.
Okay. Indomitian, is this a must-win game?
Any playoff game is a must-win game.
Is this a must-win game?
A must-win for what? A must-win or what?
Well, I don't know. You come up with the other side. Is it a must-win game, Tom Brady?
I'd love to win. We got to play our best to win. It's gonna be tough.
Is this a must-win game?
Oh, of course, of course. You know, we set out for this mission back in fall camp and OTAs, and you know, we don't stop until we get it.
Is the Super Bowl a must-win game?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I thought so. That was in my guess.
Yeah.
Figures. Is this a must-win game?
You know, every game's a must-win game.
Is this a must-win game, Hecker? Of course. I thought, yeah. What kind of question is that? I thought it was a good one. I thought it was a good question. You guys always talk about that.
All right, so short and stupid, but
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh yeah.
What would you compare? What would you compare that to? Check this out. This is a good metaphor. Besides that, Miss Kennedy, how was the parade?
You mean the play? I'm pretty sure.
No, besides
Oh,
that,
okay. I was going
Miss
Lincoln.
Kennedy.
You're right.
Like, yeah, it's like why ask somebody such an obvious question? It's the biggest game of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a sports analogy in that, you know, the term must-win game is just throwing around way too much. Like, oh, this is
Right.
a must-win. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, we're halfway through the season and we're 6-6.
Well, you know what? It's like when baseball, when you're paying, well, like fucking 865 games a year. It's like in football, there's like maybe just 10,
Okay.
right?
Well, let's be factual. Football has 16 games per season. Baseball has 162.
Roughly 865.
162,000,
162 games per year.
but 862 is a lot.
Yes.
There's not that many days in a year, brother.
Right,
Yes.
so how many games are
What
they
time
playing
did
a
you
day?
actually start drinking today?
October.
October. Exactly. Yes, and I
I mean, but 862,
agree
that's
that all games are must-win
respectable.
games. And I think that when they stopped keeping score and giving everybody participation trophies, that's when this world
100%.
started getting messed up.
100%. That's why we get these, what we call them, snowflakes.
I don't know what they're called, but we get a lot of them.
I used to tell when I coached, like, because back then. So we're talking about like 2004, 2005. Like it kind of seemed like the emphasis was going on like to it doesn't matter who wins or loses. And I used to try to tell the players, I'm like, it's okay to want to win. Like even if people tell you don't want to win, like it's okay to want to win.
Right, right.
At the end of the game, though, you shake hands, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta have sportsmanship.
Right.
I didn't say be a bad sport, but you
And-
still gotta win the game.
I would always take a really, like, if we played really well and we lost, like, especially if we lost, like, at the end of the game, we lost in a bad way, I would tell the team, I'm like, you know what? Remember this feeling.
Right,
It hurts, right? It hurts. Next
Yeah.
time we're in a situation where the game's on the line, remember this feeling.
Sweep the league.
Because when you win in this situation, the feeling is so much better.
Right.
You got that right.
So it's okay to
And
want
dude, you
to
know what? That's been your philosophy. You've taught that to your daughters, and they're both fucking very successful.
Well, let's not get crazy with it.
Well,
Right,
it's
right.
like, dude, Barb's the same way. She's a fucking like go after that shit too.
So what's
So,
going
I
on
mean-
in space right now, Austin?
We launched 4 astronauts to the International Space Station yesterday.
That sounds crazy. How
Yeah.
many? Quattro?
Quattro.
4?
Quattro.
What about these radio waves you was telling me so much about? Oh, that was
The
just,
FRBs.
I guess.
Let's do the space station launch.
Space station launch.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm trying to find
I
it.
think MJ's got a.
He's looking
All right,
for
so
it.
the SpaceX Dragon capsule docked with the International Space Station. Was it yesterday?
That's what
or the
I'm
day before?
talking about.
Yeah,
Last night.
and that is a metaphor for hooking up at
Hey-o.
Daddy-O's this past weekend. No.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. It's 2 minutes long, actually 1 minute and 50 seconds, but this is a condensed version.
That's what she
Brought to you
said.
courtesy of the Guardian. This is the Dragon capsule approaching the space station, and
Let us know when your review is complete and you are ready for docking.
Oh yeah, you're
Shout out to
not
Space
man,
Station.
Already
if
extended.
this kind of
so
thing
cool.
doesn't get you excited, I can't help you, man.
Did I
I
get
can't
card
help you.
from this?
I can feel it on my leg.
Because what we should be doing is taking this kind of shit and extrapolating it into more moon landings and going to Mars and shit. That's not a bad backside for an astronaut. I'm just gonna say that right now. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to be sexist, but
Well, you can tell the zero gravity is doing that button just fine.
long hair don't care.
Right?
And there they are, first across the hatch and Mike Hopkins.
She's like, whoa, there's two black guys coming onto the International Space Station.
I got the BBC.
Wow.
Control. Cheers
Right.
to see them come across the hatch.
It's been an incredible journey, and
Oh, I guess
it's
we're
really
almost
amazing
Asian,
that
sorry.
this is marking the start of
Is that Rob Gronkowski?
I think it's
crew rotation missions to the International Space Station from
I
the
hope they have
Florida
a
coast,
fucking,
and so it was an amazing ride. I can't tell you how
Can you
excited we
imagine?
were
You know how
when
much
that
fun
rocket
Rob
lifted up the
Gronkowski would
pad,
have on
and
the
then the
space
last
station. I think Rob Gronkowski has
27
fun no matter
hours
where he
has
goes.
Oh,
gone
yeah.
really
He's
smooth,
living
actually.
his life.
And
They
so
should
we
put
are
that
so
guy's
excited to be
situation
here.
up there.
We are
fucking,
humbled, and we are excited to be a part of this great expedition. And so we are looking forward to the next 6 months and can't wait to get started.
Resilience, SpaceX. Docking sequence is
Can't wait
complete.
to get started. What?
Welcome to the ISS, Resilience.
There's a huge orgy going on up there.
You know, yeah, the two girls were like, oh, docking sequence hasn't even started yet.
Not yet.
BBC. Of course, the British Broadcasting System has sponsored that video.
Oh yeah, what else would it be?
Yeah.
I've got a trailer of The Mandalorian season 2. Unless you guys have something else you want to talk about.
No, this is good shit.
Mandalorian.
This is good shit.
All right. So, I'll back this up just a little bit.
Dude,
That's
hey,
what she said.
can I ask one question?
As long as it's not stupid.
The Mandalorian, he has such dedication to the Baby Yoda. Now, does he look at Baby Yoda as a
You mean the child?
as a dollar sign, or I am betrothed to protect this child? We are like one together. You know.
I mean, I don't
This is
have
mission.
access to his motivation, but the way it's presented in the series is that because he had the chance to he was only supposed to bring it, and he
Right.
was supposed to give the Baby Yoda to the
he went back for him.
what is it? Not the dark side.
The bounty hunter.
Yeah, the dark side. Whatever. And he's like, no, I don't want to do this because they're gonna use this.
Right.
They're gonna use this kid's powers for evil intent. He's like, I don't want to do that. So,
I think it was Epstein, right?
Theo Epstein, yeah.
But remember
Yeah.
the giant, like 10,000-pound rhinoceros charging toward him, and fucking he was like, surely gonna die, and fucking Baby Yoda's like,
They've given you hints that the Baby Yoda has, powers
Yeah.
for sure. But all right, here we go.
And again, it's the child.
Child.
he's gonna be,
The Mandalorian calls him the child.
he's gonna bring the end to wizardry. I think he says. What he means is Sith Lord. He's there to fight the Sith Lords. I think the Mandalorian knows how special this child is.
Show me the one whose safety deemed such destruction. You must reunite it with its own kind.
Where?
This you must determine. The songs of eons past tell of battles between Mandalore the Great and an order of sorcerers called Jedi.
You expect me to search the galaxy and deliver this creature to a race of enemy sorcerers?
This is the way.
Not to be a season 2.
You know this is no place for a child.
Wherever I go, he goes.
So I've heard.
This is the way.
That's the sequence you were talking about where you don't get to see what we were
Yeah.
talking about earlier. Yeah,
I think
that's pretty sure that's episode 1, and
So,
you get to see it. And
But I'm saying you didn't see it there, but you find out that Yoda was controlling the entire room.
no, he wasn't.
No, Baby Yoda wasn't.
No, he was locked up in his bubble
Oh,
the whole time.
but fucking the Mandalorians. Plus, he's got impenetrable fucking armor.
The Mandalorian?
Yeah.
I mean, he has armor. It's not impenetrable.
And it's not full yet either, right?
I
Like
don't
he's
think
getting
so.
pieces for it. Like that's what he
I don't know
was
I don't
first
know the
doing
story
in
well
the
enough
first
to know.
series.
Yeah.
Like he was getting that metal and he had to take it and get his
Oh, he was fucking.
armor made.
Yeah.
But in episode 1 of season 2, who is the actor that was in?
Christopher Walken.
No, that was in
James Woods.
not Tombstone. but-
Ron Jeremy.
No, you guys aren't helping at all. All right, we'll move on.
You're saying not Tombstone?
And Emmett Walsh.
Wyatt Earp? Kevin Costner.
It was kind of like Wyatt Earp.
Doc Holliday.
What else you guys want to talk about?
Well, I thought we were talking. Have you seen Tombstone?
Yeah, I like that movie.
Is it a movie?
Tombstone, the movie with Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday.
I'll be your huckleberry.
Yeah, it's a good movie, right?
I was referring to the piece of movie. That's
Oh yeah.
movie is
You know what? As far as Tombstone pizza goes, I'd rather have Jack's.
Yeah, for sure, Jax.
She's got the jack. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just one Jack off.
Hey,
Oh wait, Dave's commenting. Let's see what's going on here.
can we turn the light on, please, Austin? I don't know.
Michelle Brooks Farley says, "Hey Steve."
That's my cousin. What's up?
Rambo is watching. Lawrence D. Nolan. Larry Nolan. Dave is watching.
Buster, what's up, Larry
Dave
Nolan?
says, "Yo fellas, what up from Georgia? Long time listener, first time."
What up, yo?
Dave says, "Yo Steve."
He says that every week.
Dave says, "Ron Jeremy, oh yeah," and
Oh.
Johnny Ringo. Johnny Ringo.
Johnny Ringo.
I don't know. Is he fast? Is he fast? I don't know. Is he fast? There's so many quotable lines.
I ain't got
in that
no
movie.
trouble with you, Holiday.
We never got to
You a
finish.
huckleberry.
Oh, that's just my game.
The shootout at the OK Corral was never done better in cinema than in the movie Tombstone.
Yeah, I think
Right.
so.
Yeah.
And no one plays a better drunk than Val Kilmer.
Or
He had tuberculosis.
who's the guy from Sling Blade?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton.
He wasn't a drunk though.
This is like playing cards with my brother's kids.
That was Billy Bob Thornton. Yeah.
Yeah, he was drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also in Bad Santa, right?
Yeah.
Great
That's-
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
Plus he
Great
fucked
movie.
Angelina Jolie. Respect.
Yeah.
Respect. Mad respect. Mad respect.
I mean, it's good work if you can get it.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
We're down to 300,000 on YouTube Live. I don't know what's going on.
That's all right.
Anyway.
Take that back up.
Butch is White Pizza, Dega Dave, and Dega Dave also says, "Were there a Jimmy Joe sighting at the Bam Jacks today?" Yeah, Uncle Jimmy showed up and picked up your computer, and he's gonna package it up and send it to you. So
Said he didn't want to touch it with all that porn on there.
yeah,
Did you spray it?
I sprayed it with jizz, yeah.
You couldn't even wipe out that porn, right? Not that animal stuff.
I can wipe out anything.
Oh, okay. You heard it here. BAMJ Computers.
Yeah, bring your animal porn.
So,
Porn in.
did you know Adam Sandler is quickly becoming the king of Netflix?
Yeah.
Hubie Halloween, I guess it was released in...
Are you kidding me? I've been talking about it for like the past 4 weeks.
I mean,
You know we don't listen to what you say.
I hear you talk a lot, and I've never heard you mention it. But here is
I'm gonna make a montage.
Here is the Hubie Halloween trailer, and I keep trying to watch this movie, and it is
You
good.
gotta be fucking kidding
But
me.
what I'm gonna say next is gonna make it sound not so good. I keep falling asleep during the movie. I haven't made it through the end yet. But
I watched it 4 times. 4 times. Finished.
I know you got your costumes picked out for the frightful festivities.
then my
And
son.
I hope you all get more treats than tricks.
Halloween's your finest.
Every character's in this.
Is he a good guy? Huey DuBois is the nicest guy in this town.
Give me some happy Halloween word searches. You can pass it out to the kids.
Thank you so much.
John's in the trash.
As a trained volunteer, I know what it's like when your spooky fun gets out of hand. Officer Steve, the supermarket selling expired bacon. Janet at the library has not been herself lately. I heard a voice in the sewer.
I'm sorry, I didn't recognize it.
It's pretty impressive how well you've been a loser.
Oh, messing with Huey DuBois. The Salem tradition.
You gotta expect a scare here or there.
There's something off in this town.
Mr. Lambert? Mr. Lambert? Is that you? Oh no.
Salem PD?
Yes, officer, this is Huey DuBois.
When you're a stranger, faces look back.
Salem needs me.
What are you gonna do, Mr. Dubois?
We're gonna do every October 31st. Make sure every citizen is protected. No one in Salem is safe tonight.
Would you lose your thermos?
Oh, that'll never happen.
She's like Inspector Gadget with the
Anyway.
thermos.
Mr. Weird. And you'll
See how many big stars are in it?
There, I suggest we cancel Halloween immediately.
Everybody.
Damn thing.
This is some Dateline NBC.
Is that Jack Black? Jack James? Ray Taylor?
You're the best person I know. That's why you're a hero.
Not cool.
All right, so I'll break it down like this. Will this movie win any Academy Awards?
No,
No,
no.
fuck no. But are you entertained for 90
Yeah.
minutes? Yeah, you are. So there should be a category for that, right?
So you know what? I think, I'm pretty sure you're quoting me for the past 2 weeks.
How so?
I definitely brought up this movie twice, and you're like, fuck that movie.
I don't remember hearing that at all.
No.
It doesn't mean it didn't happen.
It definitely
David, Dega Day says, fuck me Santa, fuck me Santa. I'm pretty sure that's,
A wish?
No.
His wish was
Fucking,
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, yeah.
Bad
One,
Santa.
probably 1 and 2.
Who is that girl? Dark-haired girl.
Riley
from,
Reid?
Golden Girls, or not Golden Girls.
I was
Dega
gonna
Day,
say-
help me out.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
Golden Girls here. What fantasy are you talking about?
Oh, Jenna,
Dega Day.
Jenna Hayes.
MMA Saturday.
Will
The
they
Irish
piss on
Dragon
her?
held his own with only a few weeks to train. Yeah, he did. He did. Paul Felder, he got beat, but he represented. Yeah.
Yeah.
No love lost for Paul Felder for sure.
No love lost, none taken, right? I'm excited about some fights coming up.
Which one?
Well, I think we talked about it last week. You know, Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr.
Who are those guys?
You know, a couple of has-beens. I would get in the ring with each of them but just to get an autograph and get that type of ring.
Yeah.
Oh, Tyson, the guy that makes the chicken?
Tyson chicken. yeah.
I'm not sure I'd say that.
Oh,
You might consider that racist.
he's of no relation.
I'm not saying he is or isn't. That's,
I don't know, I think you're casting judgment.
So there's been video release of Tyson hitting pads, and he's hitting pads. It's not. It doesn't look like an old man trying to make a comeback. It looks like
Yeah.
somebody who's ready to fight. And
Looks
Roy
like-
Jones Jr. looks good as well.
Yeah, he looks really fast.
So whether
Really
this
fast.
is just an exhibition or whether this is one of them trying to like throw their hats back in the ring and mix it up, I don't know. The heavyweight division in boxing, there's some exciting fighters,
Right.
but I don't know if there's anybody that could take a full-on Mike Tyson punch. If he's in that kind of shape, which we won't really know until we see a full fight, right? You can hit pads. Yeah, and he looks good.
Looks
But
dangerous.
let's see a full, even if it's I don't know what they're doing. Even if it's like a 6-round fight, 3-minute rounds. Let's see it.
Right.
Or
I
even
wanna
2
see it.
minutes, since they're both 50 probably.
Yeah. Let's see it.
You know,
what? Foreman's comeback was amazing. Tyson's comeback might be deadly. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so when Foreman came back, and you might not remember this because this was in the early to mid 90s,
96. I
and
think.
he was 41 when he came back.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson is 51, or how old is he?
Yeah, I think he's
But
like
at the
right
same time,
Like 50, I think he's 51.
Tyson has been a millionaire.
But-
since he was 18, and money will keep you young. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He's lost
money. That's kind of a misnomer. Money will either keep you young or age you really quick. It depends on your lifestyle.
Yeah, say that to Keith
I
Richards.
think Mike's a very
Yeah.
intelligent person. And
Well,
he's
intelligence has nothing to do with it. It's how you live your life. And as we've talked before on this very podcast, he said probably about 6 weeks ago on the Joe Rogan podcast, when Joe Rogan asked him why he was doing this, he said that the gods of war has reignited his ego.
Yeah.
Like he didn't want to work out. Like 2 years ago, he was on Joe Rogan podcast. He didn't want
He
to work
was
out.
afraid
He
to.
didn't want Yeah, he was afraid to. He's like, I don't want to be that person
Because
again.
he's afraid this would happen.
But he's got it now. He's got it, and you see it
where he
when he's hitting those pads. Like he's a beast again.
I think when he hits those pads, that's actually the punch that he is designed to make it live or bleed.
I'm gonna design a punch to make it live.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he is fast. And like I said, Roy Jones is super fast. I remember watching, Roy Jones back in the day. And pound for pound, I don't know anybody that was as quick and as powerful and just on you like a pit bull.
So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna test my boxing knowledge here, but I think it was the '88 Olympics when Roy Jones kind of first came into
When he was amateur fighting,
amateur fighting, and there was, let's say, some hijinks at the Olympics where he lost to a South Korean after he beat the shit out of that kid for 3 rounds.
Yeah.
And they went to decision, and they're like, it was
Korea?
like Chan Ho Park. No, that's a pitcher for the Major League. It was something like that. And they gave it to him, and the Korean kid was like, I didn't win the fight.
Right.
He's like, I didn't win
Yeah.
the fight. And he hugged Roy Jones. He's like, yeah, okay, whatever, but you
Yeah,
know,
right.
Cream some young guy.
yeah, that.
I won't take that.
But
I'm not going to fall on my sword, but I will not take credit for this.
yeah, no, I think he even lifted Roy Jones and like carried him around the ring.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't,
Yeah.
like, I'm not a part of this. Like, I don't control the judges, but, and I think they
Yeah.
even revisited that. Like maybe
Well, it was in Korea, wasn't it? That was
Probably
the-
murdered
the
that
88
kid.
Olympics were in Korea.
They probably
and I
murdered
know
that kid's
because I was
family.
in Korea.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they didn't. It was South Korea.
Oh.
It wasn't North Korea. All right, it's
That's
6:41. We
pretty
got
dark.
19 minutes left. What are we gonna do?
Austin, I thought you were bringing something to the table today.
I sent that to MJ.
Oh yeah. What did you say?
Falling to your death on what is that game?
All right, Grand Theft Auto. We can do that in a minute.
Grand Theft Auto.
I got this. This will be fun. So this is tow truck driver failed. So this tow truck driver hooks up. I think it's a VW Beetle. But let's see what happens after that. Oh no, I had it there for a reason. We'll start it there. He's the dragging his Beetle in every car.
Every car. I would just let the Beetle go and just
Alright.
walk home.
Alright.
Yeah, I would just get out and throw the keys on the ground and be like, fuck it.
So
Some
that
of
was-
the worst jobs
That was
ever,
fun.
right?
What else were we talking? Oh, Grand Theft Auto.
When you fall to your death.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
This is good.
oh no, this isn't it though. This is GTA 6 trailer. I gotta find the right one. Yeah, this is it. Okay, so Grand Theft Auto 1 was released in 1997, and if you don't take the time to look back and remember what these games look like, your mind doesn't really realize like how shitty the graphics were, right?
Yeah.
So in 1997, so this is in every game, and since Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out, you only think there's 6 of them, but there's more because there were a couple of them that weren't numbered. I think it's San
And other
Andreas
cities.
and
Yeah.
Vice City, but this is jumping from the highest point in the map and dying as you hit the ground
Yeah.
in every Grand Theft Auto game, and it just kind of makes you realize how far the graphics have come. Since 1997, that's 23 years ago. It's not that
Yeah.
long ago. Look at this. This is ridiculous.
It's like Pitfall.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Remember thinking the original Grand Theft Auto had great graphics?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so realistic.
I feel like I'm there, dude.
So this is Grand Theft Auto 3.
Wow.
And that was in 2001. That was better. Those graphics were better, right?
It sucked. It didn't hurt my feet at all.
So this is Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I remember thinking this game was epic.
Yeah.
And this was in 2002.
It's kind of intimidating.
They used to release a Grand Theft Auto game every year at this point.
That's not hurt
though.
That was better. I played the shit out of San Andreas. Grove Street.
Yeah, that's represent.
Grove Street.
That was part of the storyline. So that was kind of cool because you come down from the clouds and you
Oh. Ow.
That's going even farther.
That hurt my back a little bit.
So this is Grand Theft Auto 4.
You need to jump off the Hercules.
So this is Grand Theft Auto 5. This is the one that's out now. Well, it's been out for the last 5-6 years.
This ain't my day! This ain't my day!
Damn, homie, you was stuck.
And I think this is the concept for the next, the one that's not even released yet. Oh no, this is the 5.
What?
This is 5 again. This is pretty cool though.
Oh, he got up. I was thinking he didn't feel nothing.
So this is Grand Theft Auto 6. This game isn't released yet.
Wow. No. Time's free, right?
Far- Here's the thing. Hit the light. How far have those graphics come? And
Yeah, no shit, right?
now that we're starting to get immersed into like Oculus Rift and you know, like true immersive
Yeah.
gaming,
VR.
VR.
Now, you know, how does
It was like
somebody
techno-
that's
It was like
nearsighted-
Techno Ball versus Dragon
He was
Slayer.
talking. What do you think?
I was just saying, how does someone that's like, you know, farsighted or nearsighted wear those VR goggles and see? Like, you know, if you need reading glasses to see, how a screen this close to you gonna be able to?
I don't know. Like maybe they can actually have like adjustments on the screen for different sites. I don't know. I mean, when I say screen, like we're talking about screens that are like right here, right?
here, yeah.
And there's two screens, one for each eye. So maybe you can adjust them there. But I don't know. Is the answer to your
I
question.
haven't done. I haven't done. Virtual reality, that is some crazy stuff though.
It definitely is.
And I can't imagine that people just want to escape the real world. Well, I guess now in 2020 it'd be the perfect time to escape the real world.
I want to
the
get the fuck out of here, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a line from The Matrix when Joey Pantoliano is talking to the people who run the Matrix. He's like, yeah, I'll give you Neo and I'll give you all of them, but you got to plug me back in. I want to go back in the Matrix. And you just make me somebody, kind of famous. Make me somebody, who, has a good life. He just wanted to get out.
Yeah. And I wonder how many people, if you actually had that option, would be like,
yeah,
I'll do it.
So if there was a virtual reality world right now where you can plug in and you're somebody half famous, you're somebody who has a good life, and you're somebody who people adore, I'd plug in.
But your body's in a coma?
I mean, we're all gonna die anyway, right?
I think we get into the whole perception thing there.
Go ahead.
Perception is reality.
Go ahead.
This steak tastes real.
Yeah.
Now, I know it's not, but it sure does.
So yeah, you're quoting The Matrix again, right? Joey Pantoliano?
How about we go back to this? Say we find out that the everything's a hologram, and you tell this to the world, and how much is it going to change our lives?
So let's look at the what is the movie with Jim Carrey where he was like in the own world and they watch him on TV? What was that?
Truman Show.
Truman Show. Like when you're talking about that, I think it was Ed Harris said, we believe the reality that we're presented with, right?
Right.
Because you'd have no other option.
Right.
So.
Perception.
Perception, yeah. That's what we perceive.
Well, and our minds can all perceive different things too.
100%.
Yeah. We could all be visualizing the same thing but perceive something.
But Joe Pantoliano, make me something kind of famous. Not really famous, just...
So what you were saying is like, well, I see this is orange, and you see this as orange, but how do we know we see the same thing? We don't.
Yeah, I can see that as blue.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I would know it as orange.
If you have blue eyes and he's got brown, I got hazel, maybe we're all seeing a different color, but we've all been told that's orange.
I think I have the perfect short comedy for exactly what we're experiencing right now.
Yeah?
Yep. You gotta wait for the payoff on this. You gotta just trust me, it's gonna be worth it.
I can't do it. I can't. I'm gonna die. Don't you do that. Stop like that. This is our life now, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna go on. It's gonna I can't go on, Marcus. I can't do this. Why you shake my thing? Why is it? I gotta run. I can't go to jail. I can't go to jail, Marcus. Oh, God, they're coming. They're shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Oh, no. No. There we go. There we go.
Oh, hey, Ted.
Oh, hey, Marcus, how are you?
Good. We out for a little run?
Yeah, just did 7. Went through another 7, Yeah.
I don't want to hold you up. Hey, let's grab dinner sometime.
I would love that.
All right.
You meet
Good
Aaron.
seeing you. Absolutely. I mean...
What's your emergency?
Hi, yeah. I got a couple handshakers right in front of me.
Okay, sir, are they still in the vicinity?
Yeah, I'm staring at them right now.
Run.
No, I think that's kind of relevant, right?
That's very relevant, and I mean, it's like if you're in line and somebody sneezes now,
Yeah.
Right?
you know, or coughs,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, if I'm in line, I'm kind of making sure that I'm 6 feet away from everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I look in a lot of places, I'm like, I'm not going in there, there's too many people.
It's like, you think they're saying the zombies are the people that are doing exactly what they're being told to do?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The zombies are the one following the plan. Oh my god, these people are touching, and everybody else has a mask on. They don't have masks on. You didn't get that?
No.
You gotta keep them separated.
You definitely got to keep them separated, and I think it goes back to what we watched earlier with the F virus as far as fear. You know, a year ago, if MJ sneezed, I would have said, bless you.
Yeah.
You know, and it would have been no thing. Now, he sneezes, I'm going,
It's different.
seriously.
And yes,
Well, it's no
yes,
different.
and, but let me go back. If you'd have used sheep instead of zombies, I would agree with what you said. But maybe sheep and zombies would be interchangeable, right?
Yeah.
Because people call people who wear masks sheep.
Yeah.
But these are also people that say like the virus isn't real. The virus is real. Like how deadly it is what should be under debate, right?
Right.
or how, you know, like we talked about, effective, you know, everything that we're doing to, you know, how do we know we don't have the virus? I have not been specifically tested. I've been around people who have been tested.
I've
you
been
know.
tested 3 times.
Are you all right?
I mean, I've been tested negative 3 times, but last time I was
Oh, we're
tested
talking
was,
about the virus again. Never mind.
oh yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Last time I was tested was 2.5 weeks ago, and I was negative at that time.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I didn't get it right after I got tested.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing about it is, yes, and you're the only person I've been around, so I've had my virtual test through you, you know, test via you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You haven't been tested. Well, MJ's really, you know, the only person other than Austin. And again, by, you know, circumstance, since you tested, happenstance, of course, you know, since he went out in the world today, like you said, he could have picked it up, you know, because he's a filthy man.
Well, you know what, dude?
And
you know
Terry
what?
does refuse to wear a mask, doesn't he?
Well, it's hard when they're doing
Terry
that.
won't wear a mask, a seatbelt, or a condom, so I've heard.
Yeah.
So he's hurt.
But you know what?
When he's fucking you in the ass, he don't wear a condom?
I've been playing it super cool. I have not had anybody spit in my mouth in at least 21 days. Just spit. Yeah, I spit in the mouth in 21 days. Yeah. So.
Usually you pay for that though, right?
Well, unless I'm on the clock, you know.
I'm just saying.
Alright, so we're closing up. We got like 4 minutes left.
My job in the job.
Trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what to close with, and I don't know. So if you guys got anything, let me know.
You know, we could, well, we probably have to talk through it, but have you heard of a singer by the name of Jackie Moon?
Sounds familiar?
His single, Love Me Sexy?
Jackie Moon, Love Me Sexy. Is this going to get us kicked off the internet?
I hope not. Like I said, we may just have to talk
But
about
it does.
That's all. You
I'm
know?
gonna blow it, Steve.
I hope I'm not going to blow it.
We gotta make it around then.
Is it Will Ferrell?
Yeah.
Oh, from Semi-Pro?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
So
like,
keep it low.
we can turn it down and
We'll talk over
about
it.
Yeah. You know, Semi-Pro was an excellent movie, by the way.
It was not a bad movie.
It's
I
got
don't
one
think
of
it
your
was-
favorite actors in it.
Huh?
Andre 3000.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. He
Okay.
plays
Well, I'll have to watch it again.
Coffee Black.
Okay.
Coffee Black, yeah. That's so racist.
I wouldn't say one of my favorite actors. I'd say one of my favorite rappers.
Well, if he's a favorite person,
That was
let's put it
racist.
that way.
Yeah, it's not like I want to fuck him.
Yeah.
Shame on you, Steven.
Okay, I would.
I was gonna say if it came
All right,
down
so-
to it, and you had the opportunity.
Can you see these, Steve? There's 2 that are like
I
3.5 minutes long.
Yeah, I think it's all comparable.
Okay.
I think
No
it's
matter.
just a song.
Nobody's watching anyway.
Everybody's watching.
I've got 2,500 people still watching right now.
Yeah, but dude, that ain't shit.
Love Me Sexy. Let's just do this one. And we'll go out on this Moon Club podcast number 222.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We talking. This how you do it.
Yeah, this is how we do it.
Oh, kicking it live. Moon Club Podcast.
Moon Club podcast number
You know what?
222.
Oh yeah. We love you lunatics.
Austin,
That's right.
Austin spitting coronavirus all over the place.
Oh, thank goodness. Huh.
Original motion picture
COV-19, thanks to Austin. We got the COV-19, thanks to Austin.
Jill Smith is watching.
Hey, Jill.
You
know I love
anybody
you,
know Jill
sexy.
Smith?
Oh, I love Jill Smith, sexy.
Sexy, love you long time.
Girl, there are things I wanna do to you. You say sexy. Oh, show that, baby. You know the way we do it. This was a great
Dude,
movie.
this is the kind
Will
of,
Ferrell is awesome.
This song you sing when you're like banging a girl doggy style, and, like smacking her ass.
Yeah, a little bit. Are you ready to get sexy?
You got 50 seconds left.
On a waterbed.
50
You're
seconds
like,
left. 50 seconds left.
Dude, does she bang a girl on a
Favorite Will
waterbed?
Ferrell movie.
And you've got the like waves get out, get that motion like.
When's the last time you had a waterbed?
That was at least 1989.
I believe that. 1989.
Yeah.
Wasn't it a bitch when the heater would go out on the waterbed?
Oh, yeah, because that the
almost
water
turned
bed
me.
would suck the heat out of your body.
Yeah.
It'd be freezing cold. You wake
Acute
up.
hypothermia.
Exactly.
Good luck.
That will kill you.
Good luck trying to stay trying to stay warm on a cold water bed.
Yeah, you ain't doing that.
Dude, we used to like a bunch of blankets on top of it.
Why don't you take off your shoes and
All right, that's it. Moon Club podcast number 222. We out.
peace out. Check it out, Semi Pro.